Unprofessional as Fuck podcast.
Y'all really hope they didn't think that this in any way was going to stop the movement. I really hope that y'all don't in any way thought this shit was going to stop the motion.
What the feezy?
Couldn't be further from the truth, man. Y'all want to flag me for using music, right? You think I don't got motherfucking dope-ass folks out here making slaps? You think I don't got a whole home team out here across this entire motherfucking country making slaps? Always.
Unprofessional as Fuck podcast.
I'm going to have to try again, fam. Back like I never left and better than ever at the same motherfucking time.
Me making hits, girl, you thought I loved it. I told you, baby, you know I got this. You had me 6 years, you had me 9. 6 years done, went down the drain. Now you wanna feel my pain. Now you wanna give me brain. Tell me how I feel when it's through my name. Tell me how I feel.
Jay Smack, what up, my brother?
Don't tell me nothing. Came in my system and it got me bugging. When you call my name,
Yuba City, what up?
Beep, 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 it's wrong.
Sounds like what's going on?
You in the wrong number. I'm back to the pad with the right number. 10 out of 10, you get the right slumber. I say this shit cause you know I mean it. Try to show you the vision, but you ain't see it.
You can't let them see the vision, man. Sometimes they blinded, bruh. Motherfucker. I thought I was gonna stop, came back on their ass way too fast, man.
Beat alive, like a bullet.
You know that betting on myself is the only bet I never lost. That shit 100% fucking good every time. We're gonna talk about all of it. We're gonna peel the motherfucking the curtains back. I'm gonna let y'all get a clear view of what's going on right now. Ooh, I needed this, man. I needed this real bad. Y'all motherfuckers did nothing but gas me up even further. Now it's about to be really over with. Unprofessional as fuck, you bitch.
Unprofessional as Fuck
Man, my life
podcast.
be moving fast like I'm driving down the Autobahn in the Bugatti Veyron. My best friend the hell wrong. So slap them violins cause it's fast life.
Rest in peace, Jesse. Rest in peace, Joe.
Trying to make these seconds minutes.
Shane Flip, J Mo.
Tell me what's wrong with this world, cause I'm really trying to fix it. See, my demons wear some masks, but they don't practice social distance. So I try to dead them one by one like a hitman. I don't think y'all really fucking get this, but it's not your fault. See, this fast life is not to take for granted. It's like the longer that you win it, then the faster you gon' vanish.
This is the first time I started from scratch. This is the first time they try to fuck shit up. I started all over again. I could count off the top of my head at least 10. Come on, family. You can't stop me. Out your motherfucking mind. You don't think I got folks all over this motherfucking country who make music? You don't think I can make a slap? Is you out your fucking mind? Yo, Trashy, what up, fam? It's Arkansas folks, man. I got family all over this motherfucking globe, bruh. Top 10% globally, making sure they know it's me.
Unprofessional as Fuck
Twitter stand,
podcast.
bitch ain't got no fucking Prada. Bitch, I up 3 bands on all you hoes, can't show a fucking
Talk
dollar.
to him.
And all this, hey, you fucking hoes ain't got no fucking father. Dog walking these Twitter stand.
Where your dad at?
They collar. You said I'm big as fuck, but you can't post a mirror pic. You big as shit. Y'all bought in all y'all tweets to get some Twitter clicks. Paid a couple bucks to be on Eli's lap and suck his dick. You said I steak, but you ain't showed a buck. You ain't got no fucking dentist. All you do is type. You ain't engaging in no body fitness.
Talk to him.
The soldier ain't gonna be doing too much talking.
Talk
when that
to
body
him.
missing, posse kicking ignorant bitches. They
Talk
got
to him.
attached to their phone with tuna smells inside their britches.
Coochie smell just like the weed up in my swishes, nigga. Claim
Come
she
on.
not a hoe, who the fuck up in these pictures, nigga. Shorty got an alibi, I see it.
Jameer, what up, bruh?
Nigga, find a hobby while
You don't even know I'm your brother too, man. It's Infinity Posse for life, fam. We already know what it is.
Knocked it down like I was dang.
Q, what up?
Off my lows, high controller like a crane, damn.
Hold on, man. Happy birthday to the brother Thermo one time, man. Hope you having a great time right now. I most certainly am. You feel me? They can't stop us. Family all over this motherfucking globe making slaps. Fuck Spotify. Shout out to a new platform. I ain't picked it yet, but when I bless them, they gonna know it. 2 hour plus retention every motherfucking time. Over 330 episodes, man. If you count all across all platforms, they can't stop me, bruh. I really hope y'all didn't think this was gonna stop the kid. I really, really, really hope, man. Talk to him. More swagged up. Oh, I love my young folks, man. They rejuvenate the motherfucker, man. Breathing life into your brother out here, man.
We can go toe to toe, we can drop that shit.
Go toe to toe, man. Hold on.
Like a 808, niggas always like the top, niggas love to hate. Pull up on them.
Spotify love to hate.
Sorry for the wait. Why this nigga Eli next to me? I'm trying to concentrate. And my swag so almighty. 100 shots, 100 pussy trying to fight me. So double cup, two bad bitches.
Goose, Mello, what the fuck's going on, family?
EBM Entertainment, all about my payment.
You know, I like to wait to get paid. I'm not the guy. Fuck Spotify.
And money making mellow man.
Hey.
Yeah, 100 out the gate. We smoking, breaking down the A.
And for the record, all my music's played off title.
My ace.
Let's go.
Sitting at the table with the poker face, sipping Hennessy and I'm smoking grapes. EBM, as I said, I claim you ain't gotta check my game, pimping cause you know it's late. Why you looking all tough, bruh? I look you in the face, call your bluff, bruh.
Yes, sir.
Don't be acting all fake. Is it money I'ma take? Then I make my great escape.
As always, we get into it, not going through it. Y'all know the movement.
It's the land of going dumb. I've been counting hella huns. Real one, get it done better than the rest. And my best is still yet to come.
This is, without a shadow of a doubt, the talk of the town, what your channel's talking about. Unprofessional as fuck with your host, Ruck. And this is episode 273 for the folks.
100 out the gate. We smoking, breaking down the A.
Yes, sir.
Putting money
Y'all
in
gonna
the
make me
safe.
roll up
I
again.
come from the bay, that's the planet of the grapes.
Come on.
Keep a fresh tape.
Shout out to everybody who reached out, you know what I mean? They were like, I'm sorry you're going through this. Please do not worry at all, man. I'm resilient than a motherfucker.
Still haven't played my ace. Still haven't played my ace. I haven't. Still haven't played my ace.
I ain't played my ace yet.
Still haven't played my ace.
Come on.
Still haven't played my ace.
Motherfuckers.
Still haven't played my ace.
Unprofessional as fuck
Yeah, I stay
podcast.
in first place at the top of the game. Still haven't played my ace.
Still ain't played it yet. Still ain't played it yet. Can never stop the motherfucking motion, man. Back once again. This ain't episode 1. It might look like that on a new platform, but this is episode 273 for the motherfucking folks. Bro, I ain't even got no fucking stories to talk about. I ain't worried about shit. I got enough to come off the top with it. I'm gonna let everybody know exactly what the fuck has been going on. If y'all seen the message talking about I gotta start from scratch, well, semi. You know what I mean? Not even feeling like this is even a hit. Just to peel back the curtain and let y'all know what's going on. Spotify, not a fly. We can call it not a fly. Not a fly platform, not for the artist, definitely not for a content creator. If you're making money over there, more power to you. I am not hating. But for me, I don't like to get paid, and I'm definitely not going to get played. So fuck Opify, fuck Not a Fly. I am not the guy who's ever going to be in any way hit by any of this shit. I'm back at it once again. You already know what time it is. Unprofessional as motherfucking fuck. And let's talk about it. So, released that last episode, and man, got a little bit of smoke for Tory Lanez too. You son of a bitch. Initially, I'm looking at shit, right? My homie Biggie hit me up. Big Avell, what's going on, family? Hit me up and was like, yo, I can't get to none of your pods. Everything's locked, right? I was like, locked? I'm kind of tripping. I go instantly go to Spotify, I look my shit's up. I'm like, what are you talking about, right? And then I look, and what he was seeing on his end was the Patreon exclusive episodes. Those are going to be locked. If you should want to unlock those, shameless plug time. www.patreon.com/unprofessionalaf podcast. 3 different tiers designed with every budget in mind. Spend a dime with your man one time. So I'm thinking, all right, bro, tripping. I go, everything looking copacetic. So I send him back the message like, oh, no, bro, those are just the Patreon episodes. You know what I mean? He's like, all right. Fast forward, I'm looking through some shit, and then I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. What's going on? Because I'm trying to log into my creators app, right? So I can go upload, go check the analytics. That's the only thing that's going to bother me, right? The analytics were lost. They still haven't fully come back with the, I guess, you know, I went on the help mode and was talking to somebody. They were like, yeah, you could try to reach out, reply to an email that was just sent to you, right? So now I'm looking, okay, the email says you can have an appeal process. First of all, man, I am not in court. Let me get this one time. Yeah. So I type back what I got to type back, right? Really only trying to get back onto the platform so I could take my RSS feed and go take it over to a new platform and bring everything along with me. Still, I guess they waiting on the appeal process. Me, I'm not waiting for that. I made my decision. We're moving to another motherfucking spot. Been doing research, my due diligence, trying to see where the best place to land is. I think I got my mindset on one. When I do, I'll definitely come over here and promote the spot. But until then, freelance, free agent, ruck, you know what I mean? Out here looking for a max contract. Real shit. But just to fast forward. So now I look, right, and I see, I was like, okay, in the past they've said, yo, this song, you don't have the license to use. We're going to remove this episode if you want to remove the song and re-upload, right? And a lot of times I was like episode 13, episode fucking 26. Bro, I'm on like episode 273 just of the regular pod. We ain't counting Unprofessional as Fuck Sports episodes. Not counting Adding Elements episodes. Not counting Married as Fuck episodes. Definitely not counting none of the Patreon episodes. I'm probably on like episode 360, 370 by now, but as far as the ones we keeping track of number-wise, it was episode 273 that I'm bringing to you right now. So 272 episodes in, Spotify decides that the same guy who is bringing their fucking app high-ass retention rates for a bare minimum of an hour every time, right? You think about these albums that I'm fucking promoting for y'all, the music that I'm telling people to go listen to, the majority of people are probably listening on your punk-ass platform to begin with, and it's free promotion for the artist. Win, 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 right? But because y'all motherfuckers is just like everybody else on this capitalism ass shit, trying to tax and get money at every angle, y'all want to flag this shit and try to stop the movement. And I'm like, okay, that's egregious. That's out of pocket, right? I go ahead and deal with the appeal process and send the email, just trying to get my feed. I highly doubt they're going to, allow that to happen. If they do, it's strictly for me to go grab that shit and put it somewhere else. I ain't not fucking with that creators app anymore. But long story short, I see that and I'm like, okay. Kind of, I'll be lying if initially I wasn't like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Shit bothered me for sure. And I'm like, all right. Y'all got to bear with me. I'm in the black. So I see all that. And I'm like, okay, next move. Pivot. Right? It's nothing. It's really nothing. Like I said, man, I bet on myself continuously. That's the only one that I've never lost a bet on. It might take a little bit longer to get to the finish line or to cash out or do whatever it is I got to do, but I've never lost betting on myself, and I don't see that happening anytime in the foreseeable future or at all. So to me, it was like, okay, let's move then. Let's keep it moving. I'm at the point now where it's like, this shit ain't going to stop. If the next platform has it and it shows up as episode 1 on that platform, that's fine. I know where I'm at, 273 at this point. On top of that, although I lost the analytics, I know what my shit was looking like. I know I could get my shit back to where it was. I done went through so many different changes and phases on this pod. Co-host, through co-host, new co-host, no co-host, and still been fucking doing what I got to do. Clap it up for me one time. For someone who started off locally, 3 years later, top 10% globally, what the fuck is y'all talking about? Had the little host red ads in the beginning, then you tap out because they're like, oh shit, you know what I mean? This is as much money as we're willing to give you for this fucking fractions of a pennies on the time. I don't need that, you know what I mean? Move the audience over to Patreon, monetize way faster, way better, and know who's really fucking with you and following you, right? And that's not a knock to anybody who isn't on Patreon as of yet. I highly do suggest that y'all go over there because that's the one spot where they're not going to fuck with the pod. So keep that in mind. Anyway, it was that kicking the ass pause that was needed, to be honest. I mean, I'd already been talking. I'm looking at my board right now. This was back in January of this year where I said, okay, we'll plant the seeds. You know what I mean? The rebrand is on its way. And now all that means is just going to have to happen a hell of a lot faster. And I am not mad at that. With that being said, there's going to be a lot of changes that are going to come. Patreon tiers are going to increase as well.
What the fuck?
I know. But if y'all understand all the work that went into making a fucking show and then putting an unprofessional label on it, you know what I mean, blasphemous, that went into all this shit, it's definitely going to have to increase, you know what I mean? So it is what it is, inflation all the way around and here included. With that being said, definitely not trying to penalize anybody who's already been a follower, who's already been supportive. In no way am I unappreciative of any of that. You already know better than that. But it's gut check time, man. It's time to really fucking turn the shit up to the next fucking level. And that's exactly what we're going to do. You know, staying in line with the betting on yourself type thing, I had my manager fly up. Well, he flew up. Funny ass story, right? Another instance of betting on yourself. Let me get my drink in one time. Hold on. So, I've been with this company over 5 years, going on 6 in April. Right around the corner from 6, right? In those 6 years, I can count on one hand any time I did not show up to work. Definitely ill or COVID, some shit like that. Even through the COVID process, they deemed us, you know, what were them shits called? Fucking necessary workers or whatever. I can't remember what label they put on it. It was all bullshit anyway, but was working through all of that. And what the problem was is I was always, you know, company man, yes to everything. Okay, you need me to, okay, yes. You know, I try to take a vacation. They're like, oh, well, we don't really have any coverage for you. Well, that sounds like a company issue, right? I'm not going to be accruing all these PTO hours and then not use them. Like, what do I look like? But any time in which I did, something went wrong, right? And what I mean by something went wrong is whoever went over there to cover, they did a half-assed job, or they were like, yo, this is something I'm not trying to do, or cut corners or whatever. And it had a negative effect on the account. Put this shit out. This shit too unprofessional. So, just to fast forward this whole thing, in damn near 6 years, always been okay with whatever was going on. Even if it bothered me, I was like, you know what, grand scheme of things, I got a family, it depends on me to provide for the household. I got way too much shit going to let things fall by the wayside for ego, pride, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? But people will only, and this goes in any aspect of life, are only going to continue to do what they can get away with. And usually when you talk about that in the instance of work, it's the employee who tries to, you know, bend corners or cut corners and give less of effort into their job, and then in turn, you know, still want full benefits, still want full pay, still want everything to go their way. And in this instance, it wasn't that. I show up and I show out in everything I do. And that's not to be narcissistic or pat myself on the back. That's just what the fuck it is. Only one gear, bro. Like, complete, not complain. Like, you know what I mean? Execute, no excuses. Like, that's the mindset. And the one time that something rubs me the wrong way, and I'm like, nah, I'm not going to go cover this motherfucker's account. And this ain't even a personal attack on that individual. It has nothing to do with that person. It has nothing to do with my manager. It has nothing to do with really any cogs in this whole entire fucking, you know, machine that's moving. What it is a limit that was hit. It's like I said, in any aspect. If you fucking let yourself get treated like lesser than anywhere in life and you allow it to happen, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to continue to do what they can get away with. So the first time in 6 years that I'm like, nah, y'all going to have to find something else, figure it out. It ends up being to the point where my manager now has to fly up to go service this account one time, one spot. And yeah, as time had moved on from me saying no, it's still in the back of my mind. I was like, damn, you know what I mean? It's going to look bad on me. No matter how you slice it, you're going to look like the disgruntled employee on the island, and no one's going to understand or take into effect or into account your perspective on things. So I talked to the manager, and I'm like, I could cover this one, no problem. And like that other one, that one that was supposed to come to me, you know what I mean? That account that was supposed to be mine from the jump, being that I'm full-time and that this person that you sold to me was coming over as my coverage when I went on vacation. Well, in the 1, 2, maybe, I don't know, maybe like a year and some change, possibly 2. I'm really bad with dates that this person's been here and been on. I've in turn ended up covering accounts that were mine previously for this person, and not once has that person covered for me. So now that I find out that there's this new account that should be on my plate, providing food for my family and feeding our movement and what it is that we want to get, going. And I say no to it. Now it's like, okay, initially on the phone, you say, that's fine. But then you continuously try to send text messages and emails where it's like a passive aggressive mention of this account. And I'm standing on business. Like, nope. You know what I mean? Well, whatever y'all got to do to figure it out, you've been given notice. It's on y'all. Now today my manager comes down, meets me at my account. We go through everything, and unbeknownst to me, there's been a lot of chatter in the background because for some reason, grown-ass men can't talk to grown-ass men. It's got to be emails and reports and all this shit that happens elsewhere that I'm none the wiser to, right? Things that get sent to their bosses who send it to my manager who gets it after his boss gets it, and then ends up being this whole shit show. And the whole time I'm left in the dark, but then once it gets to fucking end of the world status, that's when it's brought up to me. Sucker moves.
What the feezy?
So then it's like we go to this account, we service the account. The point of contact there, as it is across all of my accounts, has nothing but great words to say about me. Answers a lot of these fucking questions that I didn't even know were even a question on the other side of things in my own personal company. And my manager's like, damn, I wish my boss was here. And I was like, why? Because, all these things that have been coming my way, it was all just shot down right here by the customer, the person whose opinion matters the most. This isn't about preference. This isn't about a salesperson who has OCD, who wants everything to be in certain bins and labeled and all this shit, right? I'm kind of, to the people who don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, I apologize, but it's going to come to it's going to make sense. So all these things get debunked. I'm being told that on Friday I left a mess at my account, that there were things left behind that should have been taken care of. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not taking that bait. That was at the beginning of my meeting with my manager at this account. Now, towards the end, we talked to this, to the point of contact, the person who's actually, should be the only voice that's heard when it comes down to how things are done, if it's done right or if it's done wrong. And he's over here like, no, man, I ain't never had no complaints. Ramon, shows up and does his thing. Like, I wish in your company you had 10 of him, 20 of him. And that's great praise to hear. But also, spoiler alert, there's not another one of me, so I apologize for that. You know what I mean? And this is just bet on yourself. Call it what you want. You know what I mean? I'm really not mad. But all that shit happens. Now we go to the storage unit across the street, and I go to the storage unit. We get in the storage unit. Now the manager want to talk about this account that I want to cover.
What the feezy?
He's like, yeah, man. So this whole go to the storage unit thing was just to be somewhere privately to talk. Well, yeah, you probably had a guise under this because there's going to be no more. Let's go to lunch. Let's go to coffee. Let's go get, what I mean? I'm not doing any of that. I'm sorry. Until I feel like shit is where it needs to be as far as recognition and respect is, then I'm not going to do nothing above and beyond as far as the little fucking keep shit cordial shit. Like, I don't offend nobody. All I do is defend myself. I told these motherfuckers I thought I was under a different company. If I was a dermatologist, I would be used to having to clear shit up all the time. This ain't acne, and that's not my job. Fuck ass motherfuckers. So, long story less long, at the end of it, he's like, I just want to give you an opportunity, to take back the you won't do this account. And then he sees my face. He's like, well, not take back. I'm sorry. I don't know how to put on the fake face. I don't know how to do that. Maybe if I did, I'd be, way better off in a lot of aspects in life. But it is what it is. When it has to be done and when I have to do it in front of a customer, no problem. That's the job. If I'm supposed to know telepathically somehow, if I'm supposed to see smoke signals that ain't even in my fucking in my presence and read through the fucking lines that were never even written, at least not towards me, then I don't know what it is that y'all want. But he then, changes his course because I give him my opinion. Everything that I'm telling y'all right now, like, y'all brought this person in to be my coverage. Has he covered for me once? No. How many times have I covered for him? I've lost count. How many times have I driven 2.5 hours to some fuck ass place in service for a person that you weren't able to get a hold of and express, frustration with me for and all this shit? Like, I've done everything above and beyond, dotted my I's, crossed my T's. And it's just once I feel like, okay, y'all are really playing, Y'all playing a little bit too much. This is this is more than I'm willing to deal with, and I put the foot down, and all of a sudden it's an issue.
What the feezy?
So, in true Ruck fashion, Ruck all that, you know what I mean? I'm not covering that account. You can go ahead and do it. You already flew out here, you know what I mean? Sorry that this team that's supposed to be a team, instead of working together, works against each other. We should just be focused on putting numbers on the board, but instead we're over here trying to call fucking penalties on each other. And I don't even voice half the shit, because like I said, you end up sounding like the disgruntled employee that eventually, if they decide that they want to move on from, if there's anybody they feel would be easier to replace, they would probably say they would think it would be me. And then I really do implore them to try to do what I do for 1 week, much less 1 month. And then if my phone rings again, it's not going to be the answer that y'all think you're going to get. So bet on myself in all aspects of life, whether that be with this podcast shit, with Not a Fly, whether that be with this company that for some reason thinks I'm fucking a dermatologist when I am not. I am not, nor am I a lawyer, nor am I on trial, nor am I fucking gonna, be accepting of any of that shit. So it is what it is. And I am gonna see my manager again tomorrow. And I don't know when it is that he's covering this mystery account, but whatever it is, man. And I ain't really even worried about it. I'm just focused on moving forward in all aspects. Talked to the wifey. She was like, how'd everything go? I gave her the spiel, and she was like, oh, I hope that didn't bother you. I hope, you know what I mean, it didn't affect, how you're feeling and that shit. And I'm like, nah, baby, we good. You know what I mean? I go to work for my family. I go to work for my wife. I go to work for the life that it is that we want to live in. Baby, to be honest, I didn't even play my ace yet.
EBM Entertainment, all about my payment.
I ain't even played my ace yet. You know what I mean?
100 out the gate, we smoking, breaking down the eighth. Still haven't played my ace.
Down solo on the track.
Sitting at the table with the poker face, sipping Hennessy and I'm smoking grapes.
Do say.
EBM as I said I claim, you ain't gotta check my game, pimping cause you know it's laced. Why you looking all tough, bruh? I look you in the face, call you bluff, bruh. Yeah, don't be acting all fake. Is it money I'ma take? Then I make my great escape. Yeah. Left them with the clean slate. You know where I'm from. It's the land of going dumb.
Come on.
Counting hella huns. Real one, get it done better than the rest. And my best is still yet to come.
Once you know the folks, Mello already made a song that really solidifies all the shit, you know what I mean? Puts it all in perspective. Won't he do it?
First place at the top of the game. Still haven't played my ace.
Yeah.
100 out the gate. We smoking, breaking down the A.
But I do again want to thank everybody, man. Everybody who reached out and was like, bro, anything you need. My brother Dalen out in Arkansas, Infinity Posse family, he was like, bro, anywhere you need our, us to help you in any of your efforts, wherever you choose to put your efforts at, man, that's the type of shit that you can't put a price on, bro. That's the type of love, you know what I mean? My brother Dustin, man, DB was having. Was like, bro, I'm sorry, you know what I mean? I told everybody, please, you know what I mean? Don't worry, we're gonna make the best of this. We're gonna take this shit only to higher levels, and you know what I mean, and go further. So with all that being said, man, let's get into the motherfucking show. Now, some of these stories you're gonna feel like I'm going backwards with. There was a slight pause. I had my wifey's birthday, we were celebrating, man. Big success. She has been ecstatic, you know what I mean? I feel like we all did a great job in celebrating her as she deserved to be. With that being said, I took the weekend off. We was just solely vibing, doing what we had to do. That was Thursday that her birthday was. Of course, it's Friday, Saturday as well. Shouts to our family for coming up and, cooking a nice meal for her. Her stepdad, Luis, came through, made a great meal for the fam. She was able to see her sisters. Some of the cousins were able to see their cousins. It was dope. And everything was just, official, man. That definitely put a smile on her face, and in turn did the rest of us as well. All that being said, let's get back to some of these stories, man. Mace, Petty Wop, man, he's on his petty shit. He says he's going to drop the new album, Now We Even, on the first day of Diddy's trial. Ain't that some shit?
Cam, this is me. I put him on the spot. When can the music come out?
When the music coming out?
Yeah.
May 25th.
All right. Make sure you clip that, Nick.
The first day of the Diddy trial.
Oh,
We're
shit.
dropping. You like that? See, you made me put that out there. I wasn't gonna put that out there. But more, Shador, you think Watch Buster can bust me? Shador!
Good Lord.
Wow.
I don't know what none of that means. All I do know is the album's going to be dropping May 25th. To those who know Mace, man, y'all know that motherfucker, as corny as he's looked on some of these It Is What It Is shows, and I will admit that motherfucker's looked very corny at times. Shout out to Jim Jones for clowning this motherfucker too. But that is the ultimate chess move, right? First day of the Diddy trial. The album's going to be titled Now We Even. That's crazy. How wrong have you had to wrong people for them to do some petty shit like this? Make sure y'all listen to that on Tidal, Amazon, Apple. Definitely not on Not a Fly platform. We ain't doing that. Also, what we ain't doing, man, we ain't jacking this new shit, man. The Rangers. Whoa. Yeah. It's gonna make sense, y'all. The Rangers had a special New Era hat that was pulled from stores for mistakenly being vulgar. Now, if y'all seen these hats, it's like whatever the mascot or the logo is of a specific team, it's going to have the city behind it, or the state in this instance, and then a huge, logo or letter or whatever it be, right? Like on the Dodgers hat, for instance, it would say Dodgers, but they'd have a big LA across the middle of it, right? With the Athletics, unfortunately, they don't know what to do. Are you Sacramento? Are you Vegas? Are you just nomad out here like the pod right now? You know what I mean? It is what it is. Bet on yourself, Athletics. But for the Texas Rangers, they had Texas written across the hat in big letters, and then a much larger T right in the middle of that joint. And if anybody knows what would happen if you took the X out and put the T in, that's Tetas, right? And what the feezy. Classic move, classy move, but unfortunately, New Era and the Rangers had to pull the hat. This is some bullshit, right? I don't understand it. The Athletics had a huge A, same with the Anaheim Angels. The Yankees had the big NY. Blue Jays had the big Blue Jay. You get the gist, right? But when it came to Texas, they couldn't throw the T up in that bitch. Ain't that about a damn shame? What the feezy? If you were lucky enough to get one of those hats, make sure you rock that shit proudly. You know what I mean? Show up to your local, or host locals out there in Texas. Show up to the Twin Peaks out here, wherever you may be. I don't even know if there's any more fucking Hooters, but do what you gotta do, man. I'm just laughing at the whole situation. You gotta be on some real bullshit to pull that for those reasons, man. I don't know. Y'all pulling that, but y'all still allowing these Girl Scout cookies to live? Oh, man. Girl Scout cookies hit with a class action lawsuit. You know I love a class action lawsuit. You know what I mean? Shout out to one I got going right now. You know what I mean? When I get the payday, there will be signs. Alleging the cookies contain heavy metals and pesticides. Ain't that some shit? Y'all got these little girls out here slinging fucking pesticides and metals in the form of cookies? Good God. Can't have nothing, says the Shade Room. The Girl Scout Cookies brand has been hit with a class action lawsuit alleging the sweet treats contain dangerous and heavy metals and pesticides. Filed on Monday as a New York resident and other consumers who are requesting at least $5 million in damages for people who purchase Girl Scout cookies in the United States. See, this is the instance where I'm upset that my wifey was the one who purchased from whoever it was at her work this Sona, and that I don't have no paper trail, behind these things. I told her too. I was hearing rumblings, you know what I mean? I was hearing rumblings about these things ain't good for you. And then I say that and she's like, well, nothing's good for you. I was like, that's right. But you know what I mean? If they say don't drink gas and you're like, well, everything's bad for you, does that mean I could go take a shot of gas, you know what I mean, in the garage while I do a pod? Probably not. According to Forbes, this lawsuit filed is looking for $5 million in damages. The suit reportedly cites a December 2024 study by GMO Science and moms across America. Good Lord. The mamas was snitching. Which tested samples of 25 cookies in 3 states. The test reportedly showed that each cookie contained the pesticides glyphosate, whatever. While others reportedly contain heavy metals, you know what I mean, Megadeth, corn, all that shit, I don't know. Including aluminum, arsenic, arsenic don't sound good, lead, and mercury. You see, you thought you was getting Thin Mints and you was getting chin splints from these metals and this shit. I don't know what y'all are doing. They don't even taste good. You know what I mean? But now if they were to come out and say Crumble got some shit going on, I'd be upset. Girl Scout cookies, I ain't really tripping. What the fleazy? As you shouldn't as well, man. You know what happens when you trip? Sometimes you slip. And that's what happens with this guy Scott Peterson, he got his ass beat over pickleball. I know I'm hitting these buttons too much, so I'm going to let the Feezy chill out for a minute. Scott Peterson, it's a damn shame that people are able to do what this man allegedly did and still be behind bars, getting fed, getting room and board, and having the opportunity to play pickleball. Convicted killer Scott Peterson of Modesto allegedly started the altercation at Mule Creek Prison Sunday over a game of pickleball. Serving life in prison for the homicides of Lacey Peterson as well as their unborn baby. Bodies were dumped in the San Francisco Bay on Christmas Eve. You're a nasty motherfucker to do some shit like that. But then you want to go play pickleball, and then you want to call a foul, bro. You calling fouls in pickleball for Scott Peterson, you soft son of a bitch. The fight began when Peterson allegedly launched the ball directly at his opponent, who then retaliated with physical violence. Peterson was reportedly injured, but it did not require hospitalization. That's a damn shame, man. Y'all should have... I don't know what you play pickleball with. It's got to be something that's not too harmful, right? I don't know. Originally, this guy was sentenced to death, but then the sentence was later overturned. He was resentenced to life without the possibility of parole and transferred to San Quentin, near where he dumped the body of his pregnant wife. From there to Mule Creek, southeast of Sacramento, near Ione or Lone. I don't know, man. I don't be out there like that. At least not that area. Scott, you know what we're not worried about, bro? We're not worried about your foul in pickleball, bro. We're not worried about your well-being. We don't care if you got your ass beat. What we do care about is why the fuck is you out here playing non-organized pickleball sports, bro? Like, you got to go pick up chess, bro. Go do something where you're going to be playing against somebody who's not going to get violent with you. There's already a reason why you shouldn't be out in general population, acts against a woman, against a child, an unborn child at that. So many people out here wishing that they had the opportunity to have a baby, and you out here just Xing yours out with your wife on fucking Christmas Eve. Like, the levels of sucker that this guy is cannot be merely described. But with all that included, now you're playing pickleball. That's strike motherfucking 12, bro. I'm sorry, you're out. To the people who whooped his ass, go finish the job. That's all I got to say. My fault. Now to some shit that really bothers me. Sounds fucked up, right? What the fuck is going on with the Kings, man?
On in the Sacramento Kings organization. Behind me is Kings owner Vivek Ranadive and his daughter Anjali. And this is former NBA player and Sacramento King Jeremy Lamb. After being out of the NBA for the last 2 years, late last year in 2024, Lamb and Anjali started dating, and they were even sitting courtside at many Kings games next to her father. But check this out, because here's where it gets messy. Many people in the organization believe that Lamb started directly influencing team personnel decisions. And soon, because of this, many people started wondering who was actually in charge of the franchise. One Kings employee said, quote, "We're all going to be working for Jeremy Lamb soon enough." Even had something to do with De'Aaron Fox's trade demand. Right before Fox was traded, it was reported that Fox no longer believed in the team's stability, thus declining several max contracts from the Kings in previous months. According to reports, he informed interim head coach Doug Christie that if the front office kept acting dysfunctionally, he did not see a future in Sacramento. And now, to take it a step further, star Domantas Sabonis is expected to seek clarity on the Kings' direction in the offseason. The report says, quote, "Just as Fox wanted to know whose voice mattered most on key decisions, Sabonis is known to have similar questions." The Kings, who've been an absolute dumpster fire for so many years, finally seemed to right the ship a few years ago with Fox and Sabonis as their core, are now seeming to spiral right back out of control.
Sacramento had a Lamb. Look, this ain't good. This is all bad joke. My fault, y'all. Jeremy Lamb, you wasn't even a good player, bro, but you might be a good player. Because Anjali, you know what I mean? She ain't so bad. Plus, she got paper from Pops. You know what I mean? I see what you doing, Kevin Federline, you motherfucker, you. But can you leave the Kings out of it, bro? We had a great road run. We think we won like 5 out of 6. Since then, we've lost like 4 in a row. We're playing tonight. They sent me hella messages like, yo, you want to show up? Happy St. Patrick's Day. You know what I mean? Show up to the Kings game. Sending me texts, emails, all this shit. I'm not showing up. I got a game this Wednesday. We're definitely going to pull up for that. But, nah, man. Tonight against the Grizzlies, hopefully we're able to right this shit. But, damn, bruh. Jeremy Lamb wasn't doing shit on the court. But, again, he caught the right eye. And now, you know what I mean? The whole we might all be working for Jeremy Lamb in the near future, that sounds disgusting. That sounds egregious. This is going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back, bro. I already had to deal with Mark Davis following Al. Like, bro, you know shit's really bad when Tom Brady comes over to an organization that he sent to shit with the Tuck rule, and he starts giving speeches and shit, and you're like, oh, it might be turning up. You know, things might be turning around. You know how fucked up it got to be for a Raider fan to have to say some shit like that?
What the feezy?
And now as a Kings fan, because, you know, I know how to pick them. Jeremy fucking Lamb, like, can y'all please, bro? Like, can we get a dozen boxes of Girl Scout cookies to the Lamb residence pronto, bro? Like, I will pay for expedited shipping to this motherfucker as fast as humanly possible, bro. Give him some Thin Mints. What are them things? Tag-alongs, whatever the fuck it has to be. Give them all them discontinued shits that had metal pieces in them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm upset. I don't know what's going on, bro. Sacramento, y'all gotta do better. Y'all definitely gotta do better. And it looks like we might be, man. Sacramento movie set to drop in theaters on April 11, 2025. Shouts to that. Yeah. I don't know much about the film yet. They do have a few stars here listed, and I do want to show love. I guess they said this is the super bad for the anxiety-ridden 30-year-olds. So, if that's what we're getting them juice. But look at this lineup. We got Michael Cera of Superbad, Kristen Stewart, she's a big name. Michael Angarano, I don't know who the fuck you are, but hopefully you're funny too, bro. It's following an impromptu road trip from LA to Sacramento. Let's see what's going on here.
Breathe, Sal. Anger is just sadness with nowhere to go.
Ricky, I don't have the authority to kick you out of group, but you need to stop coming to group.
Where do I go?
Ricky's here. Bring him in. I'm phasing him out.
Why?
He's a grown man who hides in trees. Sorry. Give me your money! Ah! No call, no text, just trespassing.
Well, let me come say hi to Rosie.
No, she's taking a dump. I'm getting lunch.
You all right, man? You're just all out of whack right now. You're all, like, pent up.
No, I'm good. Not crazy about that.
Why did you do that?
There was a crick.
We're growing apart. Can we just drive around and have fun for 15 minutes? Want to go to Sacramento?
Unplanned, long drive to a city I have no desire to be in. Sounds fun.
Great,
That ain't right. No desire to be in. That's fucked up, man. But shout out to Sacramento, though. Jeremy Lamb, Angelique, and all of that, man. Looks like it should be funny, man. If this is any way in the elk of a super bad, I'm definitely there for it. Plus, they're going to be showing a lot of places I drive by on a daily fucking basis. So it'll be cool to check out. Michael Cera, funny cat. Kristen Stewart, I was confusing her with somebody else. That's the chick from Twilight. That's one knock against the film, but hey, you know what I mean, we'll let her live. Speaking of let her live, y'all, by now I know you have seen this relay race going to fucking baton beating. This shit egregious, man. Let's see. High school track athlete charged with assault and battery following a baton incident. Now, I want to get to the gist of this, right? I don't know what happened prior to this race. But what I do know is this young lady got passed up by somebody in the baton race, relay race at that, and chose to break her stride, pick up this fucking baton, and try to break the back and neck of this woman, hitting her in the back of the head while racing. This shit was fucked up. I want to play what happened first.
The back curve, I had kind of got cut off when I tried to pass it the first time. So I let her go ahead, so I knew, like, when I got fully on the curve that I was just going to have to push through and pass her.
Then out of turn 4...
Ooh, took a bad turn.
A strike with the metal baton to Tucker's head sends her reeling. Officials immediately disqualified the team from Icy Norcom, but the damage was done.
I still can't believe it. I'm still in shock. Like, everyone's texting me, checking up on me, and I appreciate that. But, like, I'm still trying to take it all in. I can't believe it happened.
Tucker's now
you took it all in. I'm sorry, Tucker. Kaylin Tucker at that. I'm so sorry you had to deal with this, but you know we got to get to the fucking jokes.
Unprofessional as fuck podcast.
Now, if it wasn't bad enough that you got beat in the back of the head trying to come around the corner when she comes, the fact that then the assaultee, the one who assaulted her or whatever, the assaulter, then took to social media and tried to be then the victim herself. Like, this is a classic. I'm not a fan of the word gaslight. I think this is past that. This is past victim shaming. This is now victim blaming. If you look at this shit, she clearly reached back like a pimp and smacked her. You know how to finish that with a baton in her hand. Like, she cocked this shit back like fucking she was coming with the LeBron dunk, you know what I mean? You know I can't stand that cat either. But anyway, Malik Monk dunk, put it at that. Zach LaBeam, you know what I mean? Shout out to Kings. Let's now play the attacker and see what she had to say. This is her side of things. Oh shit, hold on, dangerous as fuck. Hold on. Yeah, so all I'm taking from this is maybe track and field is not the vibe. Let's play the victim. Actually, we played the victim, now let's play the woman who smacked her in the head.
A person by myself, nobody's gonna believe me because I can admit from the video it does look purposeful, but I know my intentions and I would never hit somebody on purpose. There's a person by myself.
It's a bold-faced lie. There's a bold. What's your name? What is your fucking name? Aliyah? I'm gonna call you a liar because that's what you are. You a motherfucking liar.
There's a person by myself. Nobody's gonna believe me because I can.
Change the fucking battery in the smoke detector.
But I know my intentions.
No, we ain't believing nobody who needs to change the battery in the smoke detector. All right, you clearly live life on the edge. Aliyah, as I'll be calling you for the duration of your time here on Earth, you did not accidentally reach back like that. You reached back like they was trying to steal your money, bro. Like somebody was trying to kidnap your kid. You reached back like Eazy-E and smacked the fuck out of this young lady just trying to do her fucking job. Just because she passed you don't mean that she harassed you. You know what I mean? If you couldn't keep pace, does not mean you got to hit her with a baton in the back of her face. Something is going on with you mentally, and you need to address it. It needs to be addressed. We can no longer allow people to get away with shit like this, all right? That's why Scott Peterson should have been in that relay race and got hit with the baton, bro. Fuck playing pickleball. Go race with Aliyah and see if she don't smack fire out the back of your motherfucking dome, bro. I don't know. That's just funny as hell to me. But staying on the fucking, on the fact of getting smacked, imagine you was at Subway, bro, just trying to get your sandwich. First of all, I wouldn't, there's other places you can go. Reach out to your local Safeway, Rayleigh, somewhere. They do a good job over there, too. You just got to make sure it's not nasty motherfuckers doing it. But at Subway, I think the chances of that is more likely. This man apparently, and I don't want to shame or blame, but goddamn, man, listen to this exchange one time. They got a warning sign on this shit saying it may be disturbing content.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, I talked to her and I told her that I had an EBT card on me. I was holding it.
Why don't you have cash?
Because I don't have the cash on me right now.
Okay, why don't you have phone?
Okay, and maybe I
get your
don't
money
have
up,
the
not your
cash
funny up. Get your money up, not your funny up, bro.
You said get your money up, not your funny up.
Why are you using EBT?
First of all,
use some money.
you're gonna get fired, dog. Okay,
go for it.
I'm gonna call. What's your name?
Bob the Builder, dog. Get the fuck out.
Bob the Builder. Okay, I got you, Bob the Builder.
Hey, Bobby.
I'm about corporate right now.
Hey, Bobby.
Shut the fuck up.
You should build you a fort for safety. He ain't done with you. Hold on.
Hey, man.
It was that last get out. It's that last get out where you fucked up at. Oh, Bobby. Bob. Oh, damn, Bobby. You're going to have to rebuild your facial, bro. Oh, shit, Bobby. Fuck.
What the feezy?
Bobby, I hope that you could build bones back in your face, bro, because you definitely got an orbital fracture right there. This guy said, get my money up, not my funny up. I got a knock joke. You know, knock you across the fucking head. Now you over there bleeding in the sandwich. You got fucking blood all up in the cold cuts, bro. You over here. Would you like your toasted? No, bro. Go take some time off, Bob. Go build somewhere else, bro. You clearly got your shit knocked the fuck down. Your foundation was not strong enough, Bobby. You should have been building better. You definitely shouldn't have said that last get out. He was leaving. He was leaving. I don't know if he had a sandwich or not. What I do know is my guy did not have no fucking patience for some shit like that.
What the feezy?
He said, build this, bitch. What would a liar do, right? I think at this point, everybody should carry a baton just in case there's these moments where you have to fucking reach back and accidentally attack somebody in the back of their head for passing you in the race. I don't know, bro. Bob the Builder. You should have picked a better name, Bobby. Because now the jokes just paint themselves, man. I'm going to let it all be. But one thing I do think is a joke is the amount of money we're spending on Jordans. I'll make it make sense. So this is what it is. Air Jordan 1s at that. Only cost Nike $16 to make. Let's do the breakdown. The materials, $10.75. The labor is the most egregious, $2.43. So these things are selling for $200 a pop, right? Some of them much higher than that. The materials cost less than $11. In order for somebody to make them, I don't know where they're making these shits at, bro, but you need to bet on yourself, you know what I mean? At some point, you gotta say no, trust me. The labor is $2.43. The overhead is $2.10. They're paying the factory profit of 97 cents. That's a total cost of $16.25 to make these shoes that they turn around and mark up damn near 100%. 10 times at least. And people out here buying this shit, but they won't buy a t-shirt from the homie. They won't support their folks brand. They won't, whatever it may be, right? I'm not going to put this on me, but, Patreon creators, YouTube influencers, what else is there? I don't know, man. Like you won't tip your barber properly, but you out here buying these fucking $200 shoes that cost $16 to make and thinking it's fly. People were getting their ass whooped over some fucking cool grades the other day. I saw shit. They were in line trying to get some cool grades or something and got cold clocked and beat the fuck up. Somebody was getting stomped out over these fucking shoes. We got to do better, man. It's not beneficial. You need to get your shit together, man. I'm not here to fucking victim blame or victim shame, but when have we allowed this shit to happen? If we all got up at one moment and said Jordans ain't in anymore and stopped copying these shits, what would they have to do? Cater to the consumer. If we said Not a Fly was not paying enough to people who are making music or content and everybody took their shit from their platform, what would they have to do? They have to step their game up, right? It's just something that has to be done, man. We got to figure it out. If we take a stand, shit's going to change. But we live in the comfort of convenience, and with that being said, I don't think shit's gonna change anytime soon. Man, it's a damn shame.
Just like Uniblab, my body kicking flab, or flavor bitter batter, chitter chatter, better than the mad. I bet your my shit come out better. I got the data, turn your body into anti.
Yeah.
And just like a piece of sizzling, you'll fit inside my stomach with the eggs and grits between. The king is what I mean.
Shout outs to Craig Mack.
My man, get a cup and put some change inside your hand. Now hold up.
Let's make this official.
Everybody, let's agree that MCs need a tissue.
Fuck Smoke. Bet your Mac take off like an MX missile. Oh man, let's retweet that for a minute. 7 years ago, Craig Mack passed away. That was 7 years ago on the 12th of March. Clap it up for the legendary Craig Mack. Would have had a lot more going on if it wasn't for where he signed to. Shout out Mace. Now we even. If only Craig Mack had the opportunity to see what was going on right now. Rest in peace to the great Valletta Wallace. She was laid to rest also recently. The entire Junior Mafia, obviously, minus Notorious B.I.G., was there in support. It's always good when you see your folks still taking care of your loved ones even after you're no longer here. Doing what should be a no-brainer, but in this day and age isn't always that way. Which is a smooth segue into the unfortunate situation with former En Vogue member Dawn. Now, if you don't know Dawn from En Vogue, classic fucking Bay Area group, then you could think about En Vogue from Lucy Pearl. I wanna dance tonight. That song, all that shit, we played it on pod many times. She's in an unfortunate situation. Come to the attention now, she brought it up. Dawn Robinson, former lead singer of the legendary group En Vogue, just got real with fans through a tough chapter in her life that's got everyone talking and rallying behind her. At 58 years old, Dawn revealed that she's been living out of her car for the past 3 years. Instead of seeing it as a setback, she's embracing it as a journey of growth, resilience, and self-discovery. I'm going to clap it up for that. That is that's the key point to this pod, man, is resilience and just, not fucking quitting, not giving up, continuing to do what you got to do and do it at a high level. Excuse me. Let me adjust this mic one time. It's just sitting a little low. To Dawn, I'm going to let you say your piece because, you put it out and it should be heard from you. Let's see what she had to say.
Guys, for the past almost 3 years, I have been living in my car. I said it. Oh my God, it's out. I've been living in my car. Oh my gosh. if you remember, if you guys were with me, in 2020, I did like 105,000 interviews. And in the interim, I was living with my parents in Vegas. And that was wonderful until it wasn't. I love my mom, but she became very angry. And a lot of her anger, she was taking out on me, and I was her target all the time. And I was like, I can't deal with this. Like, I respect her too much. Let me get out of here. And I was sleeping in my car for maybe about a month in Vegas. And then the guy that was co-managing me at the time was living in LA, and he said, you need to come back to LA. Okay. And he said that I could stay with him. You guys.
Yeah, I didn't go through this whole full, explanation from her. I think you could pretty much read between the lines. Dude says, come back to LA, live with me. As a manager with the, authority, that kind of, I don't know. I could just see the predatory music business and hearing something like that and thinking, okay, this could be a saving grace, and then it turns out to be even more difficult than living with your family. Now, people have come out and support. I want to play this clip from Slim Thug. This is the first time I'm hearing it, but he responds to what she had to say.
Vogue chick living out her car. Never should she do that. Look at her hits she made. Off them hits, she would still be getting enough money to pay some rent around this bitch. I get a monthly check every month. There's some work out this at 2 o'clock. I gotta start pulling up at this time. Yeah, I get a monthly check every month. If them people own they would be able to pay for something.
Okay, that's definitely not conducive to a good, that's not the best of takes, all right? Now, in the back in the days in the business, before the time in the era of independence, and I know from the Bay Area you would think that independence has always been a thing, and it has been, but when you're in a lady group like En Vogue, it may be different. Actually, JD's kind of been getting in trouble for his takes lately as far as independent versus on a major label. But let's see what he has to say about Dawn living out of the whip.
Her choice to be in the car.
Oh, shit.
I saw somebody send a message and say, Jermaine, Monica, all of y'all, can y'all put some money together to help Dawn out? From my understanding, for her to speak on it the way she spoke on it, she was basically saying that she saw other people living in their vans, living in RVs, and she welcomed the idea of doing this. Somebody said her choice or limited options.
Oh, no. We're cutting JD off. Oh, man, Dawn, I didn't mean to do this.
What the feezy?
I really got to start vetting these fucking answers. I don't like that shit at all. It's unfortunate that people got this take on shit. I do see that E40, along with others, have banded together to try to do something and help out the young lady. I don't know. I don't think it's the time to pile on people when they're in a situation. Now, I got a partner of mine who I ain't spoke to in many fucking years, man. Like a long fucking time. Maybe 9 fucking years. And cool ass partner. Like, as far as I know, right? If there was any foul shit, I ain't caught wind of it. And how I put this? So, mom's hits me up one day. It's like, yo, somebody came to the door asking about you. And clearly, my mom was uncomfortable when she opened the door. She sent me the camera from her video, right? Or her doorbell or her cameras. And I look at it, and it was kind of hard at first to make out who it could have possibly been. But some of the mannerisms and things along that nature, I was like, well, I think I might know, right? So I'm definitely not going to mention any names, but I go through and do my due diligence and try to find this individual on social media. And there's a bunch of accounts. So I messaged a few of them, right? Like, yo, what's going on? What's up? Seen you came by. And then kind of tying this all back in, I get another message where homie's kind of explaining that he's in a similar situation as Dawn. And this is a person who, when I wasn't doing well, had my back. helped me out in certain situations where, you know what I mean, eventually I would have got to the finish line, but expedited the process as far as like, hey, bro, it's all good. You know what I mean? You know, hold this. And I'm not too big of a person to admit some shit like that. Like, I ain't mad at that. Like, we all have been in situations in our life, and unfortunately, it's a revolving door. You never know when you're going to be in a situation again. So that expression where they say, like, you know, watch how you treat people on the way up. And I'm pretty sure y'all know the other part, the other half of that, right? Like, prior to any of this, I just sent the homie a message like, bro, you always have my back. You know what I mean? If there's any way I can help, holler at me, let me know. I've yet to receive a message back, but I do know that shit be getting fucked up out here, man. And to hear JD and Slim Thug, like Slim Thug less egregious. He's like, yo, if you own your shit, and I get it. But to hear JD be like, she's making a choice, like, bruh. Now, there's always three sides to a coin, right? And three sides to a story, and sometimes fucking 5, 6, or 8, 9, 10, 11, who knows? But it's not the time to pile on, Dawn. It's not the time to hear shit from an old homie of yours and be like, oh, you know, well wishes, and keep it moving. That's not the move. That's not the motive. That's not the mode that I'm on. So I'm glad that E40 and them are helping Dawn out. I already hit the homie and told him, bro, if there's anything I could do, you know, holler at me, let me know. Now, with that being said, there's a thin line when you are helping anyone, man, even trying to help yourself, where it could get muddy in the water, right? And I'm not trying to foresee any of this with the homie or nothing. I'm just saying, as a disclaimer to anybody out there, I've had partners of mine who was like, yeah, you know, fill up the cup, you know, a ripple turns into a wave, you know, all these things. But watch, you know, where you devote your energy and all this. But I think as long as you're moving out you know, in this world with the right intentions and everything that you're doing is for the right cause, that you can't really lose. Like, people may lose the opportunity to be in your life. People may lose access to you. Like, I understand that. But if you're moving with the right intentions, if you're moving with no ulterior motives, if everything's done from the heart from the start, then you ain't really, you know, you're not losing, you're just learning. I hope that Dawn learns, you know, where the right avenues are to go and which ones she should stay away from. I hope that anybody, as always, who's dealing with anything, whether that be publicly, privately, has a moment of stress-free. You know, one day or if it's a minute, if you get 60 seconds where everything's alleviated from your thought process and you're able to just genuinely smile, and that's what we got to build on, right? And just thoughts and prayers out to Dawn. I really hope that, you know, she lands on her feet and whatever needs to be done is done. Still an immense talent. Still a legend in the music game. Still somebody who should be respected for all that she's done and all that I'm sure she can still continue to do. So love out to Dawn, love out to the homie, love out to anybody who may need something right now. You know what I mean? There's nothing that's final except for death. You still got breath in your lungs. You still got an opportunity. You still got you get 24 hours. You got a choice. You got a chance. Self-improvement's the movement, but sometimes it's hard to get to it. I understand. But, man, love out to anybody who may need something right now. Sending love out to J-Rock. Goddamn, man. J-Rock detained by LAPD in Watts. Reason was unclear. Apparently, a guy got pulled over. Once pulled over, tried to flee his whip or get away from the car. The car had contained allegedly a firearm along with probably some weed, some shit like that, right? And detained. I don't know what was going on. It said in Nickerson Gardens area of Watts, footage circulating online shows an artist in handcuffs while bystanders expressed confusion over the situation. Says the detainment remains unclear, but I did see that something about a firearm. If you're wealthy and you're in LA and you know that there'll be sharks in the water, I don't know how you could fault a person for having some type of protection on them. Now, what you choose to do with that, what situation you deem it, conducive to bringing out. Now that all, that's where shit gets a little more tricky. But if you got pulled over for whatever reason, you got pulled over and the shit's in the car, I could see somebody trying to remove themselves from that situation. Unfortunately, it didn't work out well for J-Rock. Hopefully, everything gets copacetically figured out and they're able to get to a better place. But only time will tell, man. We'll see. Announcements made as far as Dreamville Fest 2025 is concerned. Damn, I gotta fix this microphone, bro. Let's talk about it. Hey. Now, unfortunately, this is set to be the last Dreamville Fest, at least according to J. Cole. Wow. Dreamville Fest taking place April 5th and 6th. I'm definitely going to have to check this shit out. I wish I could be there in person, but since I know I cannot, hopefully this shit's live stream. Saturday, April 5th, Lil Wayne with Hot Boys and Big Timers. That's Juvenile, Turk, BG, Manny Fresh, and Birdman. 21 Savage, Party Next Door, Ludacris, Ari Lennox, Chief Keef, Keisha Cole celebrating 20 years of The Way It Is. Boss, Young Nudie, Ab-Soul, Lute, Omen, K-Cash, and Nico Brim. Sunday, April 6th, J. Cole, oh my God. Erykah Badu and Thames, worth the price of admission right there. Glorilla, JID, Wale, Coco Jones, Big X The Plug, Earth Gang, Kaz, Akia, and more. Definitely something worth checking out. Shouts to Cole, putting together another Dreamville Fest. Hopefully this isn't the last. Rolling Loud also took place. Let's talk about ASAP. Motherfucking Rocky. This motherfucker showed up fresh off the Not Guilty to Rolling Loud, California, dropping down from a helicopter. Motherfucking ASAP Rocky, bro. Mixed feelings on this. For one, you just beat the case. Not guilty. You right back with Rihanna. Hi, Rihanna. And you got all that lovely lady to come home to, and now you went from risking your freedom with the I won't take the plea deal, which in turn turned out to be the right move. Congratulations to you. Clap it up. But that is the time to do exactly what you did. You jump over that little barrier and you jump into the arms and all the rest of Rihanna. And instead, you're jumping out of helicopters now, hopping down, levitating or falling out. Not falling out, but just coming into Rolling Loud, Flying Loud. I don't know. It was dope. It was dope, for the visual. But damn, bro. Played a little more close to the chest right now. You're looking wild. But hey, it could be wilder, right? Could be Kanye West.
Take a puff for the namesake. Put the whole world against me. I'ma keep the same face. I wanted to love the fake.
We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. So Kanye West posted a song with P. Shitty, his son, Lil Shitty, featuring his daughter Northwest, despite Kim Kardashian's disapproval. Now, then he fuck around and take the screenshots, and it says, infringement, something along the lines. I think this is Kim saying, wow, I'm reading this in real time. Okay. Real easy to see which one is Kanye in this exchange. So apparently with his ex-wife, Kim, mother of his child or children. It says from Kim K, it shows maybe some type of it says, from what I can see, parties 2022 stipulation infringement under state and federal. And then it's cut off, right? Then underneath it is, I'm never speaking with you again. And then it's the gray, so this must be from Kim. It says, I asked you at the time if I can trademark her name. You said yes. When she's 18, it goes to her. So stop. I sent paperwork over so she wouldn't be in the P. Shitty song. I'm paraphrasing there. To protect her. One person has to trademark. We agreed that when they were born, we would get all of our kids' names and trademarks so no one else would take them. Then Kanye, of course, says, amend it or I'm going to war, and neither of us will recover from the public fallout. You're going to have to kill me. All right, bro. Not much you could say about somebody and how they parent, but when you talk about putting your daughter's name attached to someone along the lines of you know who, that just looks like an all-in-all dumbass move. You got to just do what's right, man. It always gets ugly, man. For some reason, I don't know why two parties can't just keep the kids absolved from whatever happens in their personal life. I know that's easy to say from the outside looking in. But it's unfortunate. There's only, ultimately the most affected person is going to be the child or the children in the situation. But all you could do is just pray for the best, man. Knock on wood and hope that, that never comes your way. With that being said, thoughts and love out to the West children, to the Kardashian West children, whatever the fuck they are named or trademarked as, and hopefully all this shit gets ironed out. Let's move on to sports real quick. Just a couple quick hits. Two players who letting down their teams and said it absolutely. Paul George has taken injections to his abductor injury. I believe two abductor injuries, right? Let's see. Left abductor muscle and left knee on Monday and has been ruled out for the rest of the season. That is as far as Paul George of the Philadelphia 76ers is concerned. It gets much worse for Anthony Davis. Now, Nico Harrison, how do you feel, my guy? You trade away Luka Doncic. Kyrie Irving goes down, out for the season. Now, you're over here with Anthony Davis, and he's trying to progress towards the in-season return. And what do? You send the guy you just traded away Luka Doncic for to the fucking G League, bro.
What the feezy?
Oh, Rolly, bro. I'm so sorry, fam. Another one of my Infinity Posse families, bro. I am so sorry, bro. Anthony Davis to the Texas Legends of the NBA G League.
What the feezy?
Oh, God. As a sports fan, much less, a basketball fan, I couldn't imagine being in the state of Dallas right now hearing this shit. This is next level fuck up of the most high levels. Man. I'm upset for them. I'm really upset for them. Congratulations to Steph Curry. Hit his 4,000 fucking three-pointer on the Kings, of course, you son of a... One of the many losses we've taken as of late, but clap it up for Steph, man. Once in a lifetime, generational talent, doing what he does. Cannot hate on that guy. There's no way to slice him, man. He's just nice at what he does. He's completely revolutionized the game, whether that be for the good or the worst, for the betterment or the worst of the situation. Only time will tell. I mean, it's okay for him to chop up, 1,000 fucking three-pointers in the season. He has a high probability of hitting them. Now, to the rest of y'all out here chalking up a bunch of bullshit, please get you a mid game. You know what I mean? Get you some ability to drive to the lane. Do something better than that. Y'all looking bad out here. But you could look good if you follow this motherfucking prize pick advice from your guy Ruck. One time, clap it up for. Actually, you know what? We'll hit the air horns. Let me go through my past lineups one time. I'm on a bit of a run, and as soon as I share it with y'all, shit's gonna fuck up. But dating back to what? Where were we? March 10th, we cashed out. March 11th, we cashed out twice. March 12th, we cashed out twice. March 13th, on my baby's birthday, we cashed out once again. The 14th, we cashed out, and then on wait, which one was it? Oh, it was her birthday where we cashed out twice. One of them was really nice. And then the 14th and 15th as well. Now, I know I skipped Sunday. We was chilling. I didn't have nothing going on there. You know what I mean? I just let it ride. But we were right back at it today. I don't know if you're going to be able to get these picks in 23 minutes until the next game starts in these picks. Jalen Duren, center for the Detroit Pistons, going up against the Pelicans. More than 14 and a half. Oh, shit. I definitely picked the wrong one right there. I was supposed to go points. I picked rebounds and assists. God damn, that's not going to happen. All right. Players fuck up.
What the feezy?
That was definitely supposed to be points. So anyway, go with the over on Jalen Duren's points. Don't fuck up like me and put the rebounds and assists. Nonetheless, I still got 3 more, and these ones should hit. Nikola Jokic going up against the Golden State Warriors. They are hot right now. They've been on a streak. Since the Jimmy Butler trade, they've only lost one game, I believe, of 13 games. So 12-1 through the last 13. Nikola Jokic should get over 12.5 rebounds. Over. Stephen Curry, over 4.5 threes. Now, that's going to be a stretch, but he could do it. Domantas Sabonis, over 5.5 assists tonight against the Memphis Grizzlies. Those are the picks. I've been on the run, but now that I shared it with you, I'm sure that these motherfuckers are not going to hit, especially that Jalen Duren rebounds and assists. Players fuck up. My bad, man. But should you want to get your motherfucking paper up, please go check out Prize Picks. Do what you got to do. It's not an ad, but it could be. If y'all want a code to get a free 50, it's not going to be as fancy and as nice as everybody else promo code. You know what I mean? They be like, promo code, unprofessional as fuck. Not yet, but it will be. Right now, if you want to get $50 in promo funds instantly, you can copy this code and do what you got to do. PRP8Y. Excuse me. Start that all over again. Players fuck up. God damn it, right. Prize Picks, cut the fucking check, man. But if y'all want that free 50, PRPALYSRL. We're going to make it nicer in the near future. But that gives you $50 as soon as you add $5 to your lineup. Get you some paper. In turn, I think they shoot me like dub 5. If I hit, you know what I mean, maybe we'll share a little bit of the fucking promo funds, cash, whatever. We can eat together, man. Bet on yourself or bet with me. Either way, we're going to cash out. I promise you that. Now, all that being said, I'm about to get into the crib, get back to my family life. It was definitely really good to get back into the pod game. They was trying to hurt my feelings, y'all, but that's not going to be the case, man. I don't know. I'm reluctant to play anybody else's music right now. That shit sure did teach a motherfucker a lesson one time. So, all that being said, man, I don't know what. We're going to go with this, bro. Y'all might be tired of hearing this shit, but every once in a while where I be feeling like, bro, is everything okay? You know what I mean? I'll be like, nah, Ruck, you really like that. Shit I'm on this week, Ruck, really like that. This motherfucker. Yeah.
Whoever claiming they the king getting took for the crown, I'll make a 4-finger ring after melting it down. And I ain't dapping up shit, no salute or a pound. Either bow in my presence or I smack them around. If you ain't gunning for the top spot, fuck out the way. Rap something you do, it's not nothing you play. They might call this shit a game, but that's just
serious question.
And in comparison to me, who the fuck are they? Why y'all in your feelings? I'm removing the ceilings.
I'm having a good time. I hope y'all are as well. You riding around, do what you gotta do. Working right now, bet on yourself. Do what you gotta do. Put something to a passion project. Let's make this paper.
I'm setting up shop if the block look appealing. And once the metro start booming, know I'm making a killing. Give a fuck about your role models, heroes, or villains. Not even discussing the future unless you come with $1 million. Heard them say that's cap. Yeah, you right, bring $1 billion. The train of thought alone on the track, run you $1 trillion. Ever meet Illuminati, then I'm catching the body. No ifs, ands, or probably, cause partner, I ain't coming to pilot. Your bitch putting on a show with the mic off of Molly. Fuck a flight to Boston, I'm first class in the Bali. Gotta get this shit off the ground like doing an ollie. Either I'm getting paid or I'm parting like Dolly. Get your passport stamp, sucker, take you a trip. I might hop off of a plane and land right on the ship. If it don't make sense, you need to get you some chips. And if that's the case, then I got to dip.
Until next time, thank you as always, especially on this episode, supporting the man, supporting the brand. I'm going to make sure that y'all know exactly where to go to get the rest of these joints. Until next time, find what makes you happy and return the favor. I'm going to holler at y'all later and greater than ever, man. Let that be known. Shout out to everybody who reached out. Shout out to everybody who may need one right now. Love y'all. Until next time, we out.